What's up? Well. Hello there. Stream? What's up, chat? Happy Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. Feeling fancy today in the tiger shirt. I think that's a good omen of things to come. Mike, what up? Good morning. Kevin, good morning. Nublado, hello. John Kedron, what up? Colin, how you doing? Botan, what's up? Good. Ken, what's up? Adrian, good morning. Grizz, how you doing? Miguel. Today, it's a bank holiday, but markets are still open. I think the bond market's closed, and other than that, business as usual. Jim, hello. Arnesis, happy Monday. Juan, how you doing? Still alive. Cone, Eddie, Riley, what's going on? How you feeling? How you feeling, chat? So market up pretty hefty off of Friday's close. Really nice gap up there. You want to know how many points that was? Something like 119 points. And then, it didn't really. That's just where it opened Sunday, and then it, the first candle on a 1 minute closed out 324 points up from, wait, I lied. That's not accurate. Hang on. 559 points up from where we closed Friday. So any late shorts, you got cooked when Sunday opened. But, as day traders and futures, we're flat going into close. So that's good. Don't have to worry about stuff like that. I'm looking for, look where we rejected in the overnight. Right, pretty much right at the 4 hour 50% retracement. But what I mean by that is if you go to the 4 hour chart, look at the drop from Friday, take a measurement of that, 50% level of that bar right there. Since we already worked through like the daily bar, that 4 hour bar was the next level, retracement level. And we had a really nice rejection right in front of there. So I think if we can get a move to the upside, a sweep of overnight highs into that 4 hour 50% drop retracement would be interesting. And from VWAP, it's 141 points away. Down below, what do we got? I have Sunday open a long ways away, about 280 points away. And then, look where we bounced off of this morning. 730s level. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot here. 750 to 730 maybe. This kind of zone. See if that can hold it to the downside. Markets are open. Start the week strong here. Let's get after it. Be patient. Chat. Don't need to rush. I got TradeSyncer working. So I'm going to use Funded Futures Network here on Edge Pro X to trigger trades in Tradeify, most likely. I got Tradeify cooking over here. Had a nice day Friday. Did some scalping after stream. So the Tradeify, this is a new 150K account. There's the stats from Friday. $1,500 profit, 72% win rate, 2.59 profit factor. So off on the right track here. I'm thinking about trading like 10 to 15 micros on it. See how that goes for me. There's VWAP. So we had a VWAP open yet again, despite all that movement in Globex. We are kind of opening at VWAP there. So yellow flag conditions for that. Vladislav, what up? Good morning. Rachel says, that shirt is so slick ass. Thanks, Rach. Go get him, Tiger, says Grizz. John Cadron, you like the shirt? Thank you. Riley, your weekend was good. Miguel says might be a reduce your size kind of volatility day. Yeah, let's see. You tried to long at the open last night and Top Step rejected it. Yeah, I was wanting to long too. I took a long on 2 micros on the futures desk static account that I got, and made like $400 and close it out. So that was a nice little bag on that one. Stack cat trading during bank holiday? Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind trading during bank holiday. As long as we got the movement. That's what matters. What up, Slee? How you doing? Alan, how you doing? Now 300 points up, 300 points, 300 down, and a backflip at the UK close. Yeah, weekend was good. Watched the Steelers stomp out the Browns. That was nice. Had great weather. Kind of a bear flag on the 5-minute NASDAQ. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I think there's got to be a better impulse drop there on the 5. And this that blue candle there feels like a little invalidating, but yeah. And like, before the open, could be bullish. You could consider that bullish. But yeah, not tradable to me, but something to watch. Simon, how you doing? Do we have an early close today? No. Market's open regular hours. It's just the banks and bonds. Any paint back? Are we getting nutty? Not too nutty, I hope. All right, on down here. This is the zone I just drew out pre-market here, the 750 to 730 level. I'm gonna see if we can get a bounce here. I don't really know. I don't have a lot of other stuff underneath that. I mean, we have this little area which could be interesting, which is 650s if we keep bouncing. On down we go. Think we're gonna fill that gap today? I'd be surprised, but you never know. Wouldn't write it off completely, but I would be surprised. Yeah, Jacob, you have perfect weather in Indy as well. I love it when the fall weather starts. A lot of times it accelerates too quickly into winter, but if we can just get the cooler temps sticking around for a month, that'd be amazing. Well, getting a little bounce here. Looks like it wants to get back up to VWAP here. See if it just rejects or if it reclaims here. Chat, you might be waiting for your entry, for your setup, for enough time to pass. If you would just quickly hop over to the stream page, just hit the thumbs up button real quick. That'll let YouTube know that people like it. It's worth showing to more people. I appreciate it. Maybe we'll do some giveaways. I have a Google Sheet filled with coupon codes of free accounts just burning a hole in my storage. Riley, glad you like the background music. Really appreciate it. Money, thank you. If you're new here, I made all of the music you're listening to all by my lonesome. I did it all myself. There's VWAP on ES. Friday's 50% retracement on NASDAQ. Can I take a look at that sheet? Yeah, Photon. Let me screen share that sheet. My gosh, imagine how fast those codes would be gone. Excuse me, affiliate manager, I could use some more codes, please. They all disappeared. So far, little rejection there on NAS. Seeing some orders hit the tape there on ES. Not seeing the follow through happen though. This may turn into a little drop. New lows on ES here. Is there a price for getting the gorilla tattooed on you? Well, I wouldn't recommend it. But you get so sick of telling the story. Everyone's like, why do you have that? What's that gorilla tattoo about? Like, oh gosh. You see, I was in this live stream. Started off innocent enough. One thing led to another. I got a free 50k eval that I blew the next day, but I have a lifetime memento of it on my arm. Let's flip over to the heat map here. This is ES. Good morning, Ola. How you doing? What a story that'd be, though. Legendary stuff. That's true. If you do want to, make the ranks of legends, you could get the tattoo of the gorilla on you, and well, you would be legendary here in this chat. That's for sure. We get new lows. Hello, Daniel. Do you use an order flow chart? Well, we're just looking at order flow. That was a heat map. From your video about terminal, I assume you mean motive wave and auto-corrected. I saw that you set up it, but didn't see use on stream. I haven't used like a footprint chart in a long time. You know, since I primarily trade NASDAQ, footprint chart's kind of hard to read on NASDAQ, in my opinion. I'm not very good at it. And I like the heat map a little bit better for ES anyway, so just simplified things. Jake, what up? You know, Jake, there's like a snake that hangs out outside our front door, likes to hang out in the sun. It's just a garter snake. So Rachel named him Snake from Jake Farm. Glad you like the shirt, thank you. Yeah, that shirt makes you look like the villain from 8mm. I haven't seen that. What's 8mm? Is that James Gandolfini? Nick Cage? Catherine Keener? Is that Gandolfini in that? Yeah, it is. Never seen that. Eddie Poole. Oh, James Gandolfini's the bad guy? You know, he wishes he had this tiger shirt, honestly. Similar colors. It's got like mutton chops and stuff. Dang. All right, there's a bounce there. So I guess that zone ended up being pretty decent level to watch here. So let's go see if we can do some work to the upside here. 50% overnight high sweep. 940s is what I would like to see. So let's see if we can get it together. Buyers have enough juice to give us the push up there. Test that range. What platform is this? This is Edge Pro X, also known as Motive Wave. So Motive Wave is the most well-known platform. Edge Pro X is just the white labeled version of it. It's the same platform. It's my favorite platform. It's got everything you need. It's native support for Mac users. You can also use it on a PC. You got all the order flow tools, yada yada. It's awesome. And if you want it for free, there's 2 prop firms I know of that will hook it up. They'll give you a free license. One is Lucid and one is Funded Futures Network. So I'm trading Funded Futures Network right now, and they give you a license for Edge Pro X, which is really cool. Because, you know, it's usually $35 a month for the platform. You can get it for, you know, the cost of the eval. I highly recommend checking out the platform. If you're looking to move on beyond like Project X and Tradeovate and those kind of platforms, if you want something more of a fully powered desktop platform, I definitely recommend checking out MotiveWave. There's 864 lots hitting the sell there on ES. Check it out on a heat map. See that? Zone. All right. Well, we got a decent amount of people here this morning. I think we're gonna get the chat, get the stream back up to where we were before I took off in July. We had a good group in here. I got the batteries for my heart rate monitor, except I got the wrong kind. I got 2032s, 2025. So I'll get the heart rate monitor back up and going, and yeah, it'll be fun. Are you running on Mac OS? Right now I'm running on my PC, but it looks very similar. I mean, speed-wise. Looking for certain technicals to enter. Right now there's no clarity for me. You know, we're bouncing where I wanted to see us bounce, but beyond that, like, I don't have a reason to get in just yet. It's a little bit dicey with that large sell order there on ES just hitting out of nowhere and stopping people out who try to get long. So I'm just trying to be patient here and wait till there's more clarity, because one thing I really hate doing is taking a very speculative early trade and getting a stop out, and then you have more clarity, but you're digging yourself out of a hole. So you're just like, why didn't I just wait, you know? So yeah, it'd be fun just to try a long here to see what would happen. But we could easily just get a smack down again, and then I'd be, you know, batting from a $600 hole or something like that, you know? I know, man, these batteries are all the same. It's hard to remember I just went off memory. I'm like, oh, I think it's 2032. That sounds right. Let's see. ES is here at the highs. NASDAQ incoming. I'm looking at like the 15-minute here. Got a nice wick there on that opening candle. Pop looks pretty good. Pop looks pretty good to me. And push into the 24,950s. Chicken says that's me now. Took an early trade and lost. Yeah, I mean, I just don't. It's just making it harder than it has to be, I think. All right, 152 people here. Nice. I think we'll do a giveaway today. I'm feeling good. Got the Tiger shirt on. It's Monday. I like Mondays. I like getting back to work here in front of the charts. I like looking forward to what I do on a daily basis. And I love getting back to trading. So let's just see if we have some opportunity this morning here where there's some clarity. Iggy, you first time in 3 years getting stupid lucky. You mentioned short and you hit buy on accident, made $400. You've only been lucky in 3 years, man. That's rough. I feel like you're bound to make more fat-fingered mistakes that end up benefiting you more than just once. But maybe you make so few mistakes that it just doesn't happen. So let's see, a few things to note in the prop firm world. Day traders extended their 90% off trailing eval accounts, 80% off static evals, and 40% off straight to funded accounts. So that's day traders. My funded futures, if you recall, they're currently probably my favorite prop firm. My funded futures added this completely free like flex add-on to the scale plan where you can unlock $6,000 payout requests instead of $1,500. So it's completely free, but it is a limited time offer. So if you are looking to trade my funded futures, make sure if you choose a scale plan, choose a flex option to up your payouts. And so that's limited time. I don't know when they're gonna get rid of it. Let's see. Just says limited time right now. So again, what I like about my funded futures is like no activation fee. I'm kind of over activation fees. I got spoiled on my funded futures and some of the other ones where they don't charge activation fees. Now I don't ever want to pay an activation fee. So like you can get $6,000 payouts on the scale plan. It only costs $127, assuming you can pass the eval. Whereas, I was thinking back like Topstep, you pay $150 just to activate the damn thing. So anyway, those are the two things I wanted to point out in case any of those are interesting to you. Nice job, Grizz. $720 calling it a day. Now, was that playing both sides there, or did you buy longs recently? Which sides were you playing there? Oh, is Topstep gonna ditch them? That'd be nice. Yeah, like Apex is. I get why Apex has it. It's because their evals are so cheap. So they either need to just increase the cost of their evals, or I don't think they'll get rid of their activation fees, because that's probably how they make as much as they do. People activating 10 accounts and then not getting a payout. This guy did that before. Okay. Would like to see the upside now. Play out as I mentioned. 24,950s. Crazy made money on the longs. Nice. I like the pullback there. We got to the 50% retracement from Friday. But what I didn't like is we had those large orders hitting the bid there on heat map, which was a little spicy. If you're trying to long, you're just like, whoa, those things can just pop out and run your stop. All right. We're 60 points off VWAP now, so right now, if I want to be long, I got to think about where's my risk. There's not an awesome spot to put risk right now. That's not really far away. Yeah, Grundle, you said if you're broke like me, which broker is best for day trading? There's not a good broker if you're broke. And that's not, and no one's being a dick when they say that. I just read something. Oh, what was it? It's something I've said before, and it was in relation, I think, to something. It might have been to something else other than trading, or it might have been a trading book. But I just read it like over the weekend, I think. It was just like, if you have to make money, you won't make money. So if you're trading from the standpoint of I have to make money today, otherwise I'm gonna get evicted or whatever it is. I have to make money so I can get groceries. It's gonna be impossible. It just is. It's just like it's trading with scared money. Scared money don't make money, and if you're broke, that money is really precious. It's more precious to you because you don't have a lot of it. You need it. So you can't. It's impossible. Trust me, it's impossible. And it's better just to keep that money and save up. Just grind it out at some whatever job. Save up as best you can, and then maybe you can learn. While you're learning, it's going to take years to be able to make money with day trading. It's very hard, and you want to save as much money in your pocket while you're learning. You don't want to spend money. No beginner should lose $200 a day when they're trading. You shouldn't ever be in that position. You should lose $1, $2, or $0 because you're paper trading. There's a retest of that trend line. It wasn't really a trend line. We only had 2 touches. But we did pull back there. What's up, Parshov? I'm good. Yeah, also, if you compare yourself to other traders or traders on social media, it's not good. Anytime I look on social media, I feel bad about myself, about, when I look at other traders. And why should I go out of my way to feel bad about myself? Yeah, if you have a full-time job, just go ahead and just do your best to save and then learn for free along the way in your free time. Okay, looks like I just got another email about another promo that starts today. This is for Legends. Legends trading right now. They already have, I think the most affordable straight to funded plan out there with 30% consistency rule. I did a YouTube short about this last week. So Legends now has 90% off all apprentice accounts for the first month, 80% off on the recurring months, 50% off straight to master accounts, and 30% off all resets. So make sure, if you're interested, you can use, my code Gorilla at Legends, and you can use it for resets as well. So use code Gorilla at Legends. I think they're solid. They're the ones that hosted the Patrick Whelan tourney that was going on last week. And again, they have the straight to master, pretty good deal. I analyzed it again in the YouTube short. But they have a pretty decent terms for that straight to master, or their other ones are solid as well. So you can check them out. That's a sale that just came through my inbox here this morning. All right, I think we work our way higher here. Now I could stop out in the 830s. So that's about 40 points of risk. So I'd have to size down to about half size here. The Legends' biggest knock right now is their help section. It sucks. And it's not robust at all, right? So I read every page of their help section, and it's it could use some work. Maybe I'll suggest that to them. So yeah, it's really it's not great. Do you find value in anchored VWAP? I know there is a lot of value in anchored VWAP. I know a lot of people use it, anchoring it to different things. But I personally, I just haven't gotten into it yet. Doesn't Sierra have something like Bookmap integrated in their software? I don't know. I never used Sierra. I think so. US Open VWAP. Let's see. I haven't tried this before. Is there an anchored VWAP on here? Coming in at 900 here soon. What's up, Blue Peck? How you doing? Yeah, Trade Syncer seems like it's working, Parshav, yeah. Can you just drag it like that? There we go, yeah, okay. There's US Open VWAP. I wish I would have been like a little bit more at the ready here to buy in the 40s there. So tapping into 900 here. Oh, nice. Partial. I didn't see that. Yeah. Well, Arshav, I don't even want to know what you're talking about there with Lupac. All right. Chat, what do you guys think? We're kind of in the middle here between my target of the 950s and VWAP. So if you think we're going up to 950s before we go to VWAP, type 1 in the chat. If we're going down to VWAP first, type 2 in the chat. Let me know what you think. I'm going to base all of my decisions off the majority of chat. David, you like 982 as a target? Okay. Colin, 1. Eddie says 3 just to be contrarian. CPR. What? Why you guys type in 3? I don't know what that means. How am I supposed to trade based off chat's hive mind here? Grizz says 1. Colin 1. Kevin 1. Food for thought. I was long off anchored VWAP from bounce off that 15-minute gap down candle. So wait, you anchored VWAP to the gap down candle? Wait. Why wouldn't it lock to the lows? That VWAP. It's like... All right, I'm trying it here. This is just 5 micro, so half size here. Just because I don't really have I don't feel like I have a good stop out spot here. So I'm just gonna give it some room. So again, this is using a trade syncer. I like to chart here in like motive wave, so I might as well see if I can execute off motive wave. So I got trade syncer to sync to project X. So for Tradeify, I'm able to just kind of trade here in Edge Pro X or motive wave, and you know, not worry about project X, which is cool. So I'm liking it. Look over here. My entry is, let's see. I entered at 92.5, essentially on both, looks like. So executions were good. And, you know, you can watch. Let's see if I can show you both. Let's see, that'll disappear. Well, you can like adjust the bracket. So the bracket's at 44 3/4, right? So if I adjust the bracket, you know, updates very nicely. It's like, so far it's really smooth. Yeah, Cordy, I haven't traded on Top Step in a while. So I trade on a variety of different firms now. Tradeify, Funded Futures Network. I've done Trade Day, Futures Desk. Tried a bunch now. I'm really, you know, spreading my wings a bit, seeing what's out there. Yeah, I'm very impressed with how quick Trade Syncer is. I thought it was gonna be a little janky when I first heard about it, so I didn't bother with it. But now I've really been, you know, I've been getting it set up and stuff, and it's really responsive. Okay, look at this. Look at this on the heat map here. Look at these 300 lot orders hitting the ask there, and then we move lower off that. I wonder if there's a seller sitting there absorbing those orders. Excuse me there. What sector of the market is this? Well, I'm trading NASDAQ futures, which is tech heavy. And this is S&P 500 above it. But we're trading index futures here. Mine, you ended up getting some day trader accounts because of prop from Gorilla. Nice. Cool. What is that indicator called, Brian? Are you talking about the heat map? This is an order flow heat map. Never used TradeSync. You recommend, Dan? So far, I do. Yeah. I mean, I've only used it like for. This is my first. I tried it last night, and I'm really impressed by it, honestly. And I'm not even an affiliate with them yet, so yeah, I'm pretty impressed with it. Rachel, you feel good about this trade, and you feel good about this shirt. Nice. Thank you. Grace, it's freezing out here. Somehow I don't believe you. What does that order flow heat map cost? I don't pay nothing for it. This comes with, again, a funded features network or Lucid. They'll give you license for Edge Pro X or MotiveWave. I already bought this version of MotiveWave. And so I bought the order flow version, which has the heat map in it. So no extra cost. Yeah, Mayan, there's honestly a lot of firms out there, right, so far that I think are solid, and obviously some will probably wash out over the few years, but so far I think there's a lot of competition in the prop firm world that really competition should improve things for the trader, lower prices, etc. I've heard good things about Lucid. Eddie, are you trading Lucid? I know I've only heard good things about them, so we'll see. I haven't tried them out personally yet, though. I feel like we're gonna get a jab lower here before we get the pop. I almost want to cut this trade and little doji on the 5, kind of ugh. My entry is a little higher than I would want it to be, but Otan, you trade Lucid, they're pretty good. Nice. With TradeSync, I kind of want to just like, I'm tempted to trade like 40 different accounts with just like one click of the button, like it's tempting to just try out a bunch of different firms, copy trade them all. Obviously there's a lot of risk with that, but can't say it's not tempting, though. We're going to give Tradester a go whenever TVM gets set up and running? I mean, look, if like I'm trying to trade a prop firm and they offer Tradester, yeah, I would try it. But a browser-based platform is never going to be better than MotiveWave. You take that to the bank. Now, it could be the best browser-based platform out there, but it's still not going to be better than MotiveWave. Or whatever, if you use Quantower or Sierra or whatever it is, assuming it's like a full-featured desktop platform, it's always going to be better than browser-based, You have a code for TradeZella? Yeah, apart from Gorilla, I don't know it off the top of my head, but trading tools, there's a link to TradeZella right there. Now, I don't know if it's a discount or not, but it does support the channel. I don't think they have a discount going right now. I would appreciate the support if you want to do that. Click the link on Prop from Gorilla. Okay, so yeah, 900 level, chopped around a little bit. Again, this is why I went half size here. I don't really, structurally, there's no, the best place to stop out would be like freaking under VWAP, but I'm not willing to risk 100 points on I don't think my entries I don't think that trade's worth it, I I'd much rather just kill it and then, you know, try to get in a little bit lower if everything looks good to the upside. So, yeah, we'll see here. These jabs lower, though, they're not surprising. I'm not like, yeah, I mean, this is like to be expected. Not necessarily worried about it. But, you know, I also don't really want to just sit in a trade with the entry where it is for a long time. Here it says cut, it's heavy. Well, here's what I'll do is I'll probably move the stop to under this wick here. Like, give this buy up here a chance, and if it does want to move lower, I'll just cut it. And again, it'll just be a $200 loss, which is nothing. You know, it's not a big deal at all. But I'll give this, see if it can just stay away from that wick low. Move above my entry. If not, that's fine. I'll cut it. It's the benefit of being half size here. It's not that stressful. That's the swing low I was trying to tell you. I wonder if the flatten works well here with Trade Sinker. I imagine it would. I'll cut right there. Flatten worked well. So $134 loss. So paper cut. So not a big deal. And I would have hit my stop there at the lows anyway. Brian, thanks for submitting a review on Prop from Gorilla. I appreciate it. Appreciate you adding value to the site by giving your feedback. It's really helpful. So if anyone else is interested in making Prop from Gorilla the most useful prop firm tool out there, comparison tool, you can submit a review, propfromgorilla.com, and I just asked for a screenshot to verify that you bought an account with that firm, you know, which just keeps everything on the up and up. And you can also, you know, talk about, or you can also select whether you got a payout or not, because, you know, when you read reviews, you don't really know, like, okay, did this person just trade the eval and that was fine, or did they get a payout where they rejected a payout? Like, you can say all that in the review, and then that just gives it more context. So I think it makes it more useful. All right. Sitting on 900 here. What's up, Tyler? How you doing? Why so big delay today? Is there a big delay? Clock. Guys, will someone, will you guys let me know what your delay is? Here's my time here in Chicago. 9:17 and 17 seconds. We only know what kind of delay you're working with. Are you guys long or short? Well, I just exited my long. I think if you're long, you'd want to be long a bit earlier, a bit lower. Closer to the 40s, 50s, and I'm on under. 30 seconds? What? 30 seconds is normal, Jacob? No, that's long. Usually it's 8 seconds. 8 seconds is what it, in my opinion, it's what it should be. Dan, how am I supposed to copy your trades with this delay? Good one. 25 seconds? Yeah, that's not great. 20 seconds. Yeah, that's a bit long. I rolled back OBS. You know, I said I updated it, and I rolled back OBS to the previous version because it was just, you know, maybe it's coincidence, but I was getting a few errors on stream last week. Oh, you know what? The stream latency it's on normal latency on YouTube because YouTube changed their like live streaming dashboard, and usually I have it set to low latency, and I just haven't seen where I can change that. They must have moved it or something, or maybe I just missed it. But I'm gonna check in on that after this stream and see if I can get it back to low latency, because normal latency is probably just 20 plus seconds, and that's just makes it less interactive. It's harder when you have to like wait 20 plus seconds for someone to respond, you know? So I'm gonna see if I can figure that out. Again, there's always you know, there's streaming is hard because it gives you all these technical challenges to constantly troubleshoot, and a lot of times, I can't speak for other streamers, but for me, you just fire it up one day and something won't be working that worked fine yesterday and you didn't change anything, you know? It's crazy. Okay, I'm glad I ditched that long here. And, well, the 900 level proved to be a stubborn one, as Grizz mentioned. And let's see if we can get any sort of read on this. I wouldn't mind that VWAP dip we talked about. Anyone who typed 2 in the chat, so VWAP before excuse me, VWAP before that target level of overnight highs. Looks like we may be getting down there, so I don't mind this area for potential long, as long as sellers just don't overwhelm here and buyers can step up. I don't know if I'm super sold on it yet, but we're no better off than we were in 2015 from a technological point of view. No groundbreaking improvements. Well, I would say, yeah, like the improvements definitely slowed, right? I think, I could be mistaken, but there's a 50-minute demand here, so VWAP I'm watching here. I think when I was in high school, I took a computer A+ repair is what it was called, so you get A+ certified, whatever. And you can build your own computer in class as long as you pay for the parts, you know. And I got a, what was it? It was like the Intel's something D. It was like their dual core. This is like when dual core just came out. And this is 2000 and we're talking 2005 maybe, 2005 probably. Okay, there's a perfect hit of demand there, and that's VWAP on ES. Anyways, you know, then all the cores, you know, there's a million cores now and blah blah blah, but I don't know, like what Mini Penny Packer's saying in the last 10 years, especially like video games and stuff as well. There's definitely seemed to be hit like a ceiling, it seems like. I mean, I'm no expert, correct me if I'm wrong, but it does seem like a lot of stuff is slowed. All right, so sellers right now, they are overwhelming. I'm not finding a reason to buy just yet here. Anyone who typed 2 in the chat earlier, GG's, yeah, that was the move, I guess. I really was optimistic that we would be able to punch up another 40 points and hit that level, but not the case. Downside. 650 maybe. That's 150 points away. Look at Apple. Like, what have they done the last 8 to 10 years? Yeah, I know. I mean, new phone announcement. Does anyone actually care? CGI has evolved backwards. You prefer 2000 CGI now? I don't know. I was watching Spider-Man, the Tobey Maguire one, and I remember seeing that in theaters. I loved that movie. I thought it was awesome. And then when I watched it in the past, 6 months, 3 months or whatever, I was like, yeah, that Green Goblin looks fake as hell, bro. Grizz, you prefer 1800s CGI? You prefer like the practical effects, like the Chaplin would do? All right, so here I'm watching. I was kind of interested in playing a bounce, but I do want to see if ES is able to get back above VWAP here. It just was such a nice little round of selling there. Look at Davy Jones. Yeah, I haven't seen that one since it came out. I just watched The Matrix. There's a lot of VFX I think are like pretty corny. Obviously the bullet time and stuff was really, really cool, but like I noticed there's a lot of CGI where I'm like, I understand the limitations of what they were working with, but I didn't think it was that good. And then what I will say is I don't really watch Marvel movies, so I haven't really watched a ton of like the heavy CGI stuff. Obviously, like every movie has like some amount of post-production VFX, even if it's like background replacement or whatever. But honestly, Parsha, I don't know. Rachel and I put on Lord of the Rings, like the first one, like maybe a year or two ago. I wasn't sold on it at all, on the VFX. Just right off the bat, I was just like, ooh. And again, I remember seeing it in theaters and I thought it was amazing. But then on hindsight, I was just like, I don't know. Really clean VWAP projection here on ES. NASDAQ should break this and head to the lows here. Yeah, Jasper, I think I agree with you. You feel like trading is worse addiction than gambling? I don't know. I'm sure people treat it like gambling, and so they can. If you're a degenerate gambler and you get into trading, you're going to treat it the same way. I don't have an addictive personality. Really, I can do things that, not like heroin, but I can do things that a lot of other people might be get really addicted about, and I just it's not a big deal to me. I love trading, but I don't mind. I can put it aside and go do other stuff. All right. Whoops, misclicked here. I'm gonna try this. This is 10 micros, and I gotta go grab some more coffee. Let's see what kind of move we can get here. It is looking a little heavy though. My day's pretty good. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Pretty good.
All right, chat, I'm back. A little bit of coffee. The opposite of a pee break. Why 10 micros? I want to be able to scale out and stuff. Rachel says the man will walk past a cookie jar 40 times a day without even looking at it. That's right. I think that just means I'm disciplined. I cannot believe this like fake trend line is holding here. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. Is this trade cooked? Let's see. Okay. I do not want to sit in something that just bounces at 800 for a few. Like if we bounce at 800 again, I might just cut this. I don't want to sit in the consolidation here at 800. I need it to crack, otherwise I'm gonna get out. To me, ES looks decent though for the continuation here. Don't worry, I asked Tori Trades if that trend line was valid, and she said yes. Okay, good. Why are we bouncing at it though? Come on. We're just bouncing at 800, really. All right, I'm hopping out. Like I said, I don't want to just sit in it if it's just going to bounce 800 for a little bit. Get back in later. All right, so where are we at? 533. 533 red on Tradeify here. I was short, but I needed to see. I needed to see the drop under 800. I just didn't want to see us bounce there. I really like the VWAP projection on ES. It was really clean, and so shorting, you know, makes sense to me. 15-minute chart, nice, pretty nice drop there. But this is like the demand zone, the basing area, and the key cycle level of 800. So it makes sense that we kind of slow down here before the next leg, you know, either way. So I'll wait till we get a little bit more clarity on that. But I do think the move lower to me makes sense now. Let's see what plays out. You thought I bought? Yeah, that was a great buy, man. When you said you took your 500 and ran, I'm like, well, I don't. You mean your $500 loss, or no? Buying 70.99, great entry, man. Good job. Red alert! There's one of ICT's new suspension gaps. TM down at 24,540. It's interesting how the algo he created keeps evolving without him. Guys, have a good time at the gym. We'll catch you later. You know, like, that's just wild to me. You know, how else is he going to keep your attention? If he teaches you everything you need to know in 2016, like, how else is he going to, you know? He's got to come up with some new fun terminology to drive non-ICT traders crazy. And I guess that's probably a suspension gap. I want to see his like process. Like, he's sitting at his computer, like, he's got a little notebook. He's like, okay, what am I gonna call this model here? What's like a annoying, mildly catchy name that everyone will eat up? We already have fair value gaps. Suspension gap. Thanks, Griffin. Glad you like the shirt. Jimmy for longs. Well, yeah. Buyers might be responding here at 800 and VWAP. You know, initially I was looking for buys here, and well, it didn't really look like buyers were interested at all in this. And now it's looking a little bit better. 5 minutes, got some nice wicks there. I get confused when people say order blocks. Yeah, me too. I'm always like, people call them different things, you know? Like, I don't, like people that don't trade ICT could still refer to something as an order block, and it's different. Well, this might just be a VWAP bounce that played me like a fiddle. Do you like watches? No, I own 0 watches. Your shirt says Hugh Hefner of the trading world. Yeah, my shirt says I like watches. It's misleading. No, I don't own a watch, and I don't. You know, if I had like 5, 10, 15, whatever, if I had thousands of extra dollars laying around, I think there's other stuff I'd rather do with it. Blow, you know, stuff like that. Ah, shit, man. This is a good buy. Penny Packer, I feel like you should have just held your awesome entry at $7.99 there. Are my bracelets or chains going on? No, I'm not. I don't wear nothing. I'm not a jewelry kind of guy. Annihilation block is a new term TVM has been using for the large orders on the DOM. Annihilation block? I like that. That's fun. I call him Big Daddy Smackaroos. No, I don't. Don't know why I said that. Well, Penny Packer, at least you're on the right side of that one. I'm kicking myself for flipping short there. Arnisa's $1,600. Best day you've had in a while. Congratulations. Good trading. I'm thinking about just pulling the trigger on this, but shit. Again, risk. Where do you stop out at? That's always the problem here. And when I had good risk, I was reading it wrong. So Big Daddy Smackaroos. Well, he's wearing a wedding ring because it makes him more attractive to single women. That's that's true. That is true. I am wearing it. That's not the reason, but I mean, factually, that is what I've read. Is because that means you already passed the test with one woman, I think. So women are probably like, oh, you must not be a serial killer, you know. Little do they know, serial killers also get married sometimes. So. All right. I'm like having an internal battle here. Let's see if we can get just a little dipperoo down. How about that? Dipperoo for Dan. Let's go. Oh, Penny Packer. Yeah, Dunkaroo snacks growing up, those things were awesome. Love Dunkaroos. Do I like this buy still? Now that it's like threatening to shoot down and fill it, I'm like a little bit like, I still like this. I mean I like the VWAP hold here. I just don't like the stop out. Today's a full day on the market. I don't trade half days, generally speaking. On half days, I meet up with my friends and go to the arcade. Well, this is kind of annoying. Brian, you're going to come up with a trading system based on star constellations and name one Dan's Big Dipper, but you'll need Uncle Dan's trendline course as a prerequisite. Okay, nice. What's up, Wookie? Yeah, I don't care about bank holiday as long as if there's tradable price action, that's what I care about. And to me, this is tradable, even though I didn't get a good read on it. I think, obviously people in chat making money. Seems reasonably tradable, so volume is not that great, but that's just one piece of it. I'm going to take the order off here. Chat, give me a way to get 100% win rate trading. Buy low, sell high. If you don't like that, sell high and buy low. Yeah, last week I did not really enjoy last week's price action so much either. Let's see if I'm a trendline boy now, so let's see if we got anything off here. And then also for entry, like one thing that's dicey, what I don't like about this is we're putting in a potential lower high here. And so I still want my long target, my overnight high sweep. But that might not be in the cards this AM session here if we just put in that lower high here. Maybe another buy at 800 if everything looks okay. Okay. Here's 50% of this leg up. That's what that purple line is right here that we're bouncing off of right now. Yeah, range is decent, Kevin. Yeah. How did the trend lines work, chat? Well, you go to UncleDansTrendlineCourse.com and we'll teach you all about it for the low price of $3,995. The price went up over the weekend because I have to pay rent on my private jet. I had to refuel a lot as I was hopping around this weekend on it. And so now I gotta make up for that by raising the price of my course. But don't worry, I'll teach you all about trend lines in about 3 minutes of video content, accessible 24/6. I take the Sabbath off. I take the course offline on Saturdays. But it's still good value. Lots of people tell me it's the best trendline course they've ever bought. Lots of people. Don't ask who. Perfect ES bounce right now on VWAP. Perfect VWAP bounce on ES right now. But again, I think closer to 800 again. If we're just gonna do this higher low business, lower high business. Parshav, thank you for the appreciation post. Thank you for all your streams. Much love as always. Thank you, Parshav. Thanks for being an active member of chat and the Discord. And a prop from Gorilla, which I feel like there's some new people here, or maybe returning people from, maybe a few months ago. But recently, if you do trade prop firms, I did just launch this site called Prop from Gorilla. And it's better than the other ones, better than any site out there for comparing plans, and I'll show you why. Let's see, let's just go to Legends because I talked about them earlier. Go to the plans, whatever plan you're interested in. Let's say you want to compare their straight to funded with like Tradeify. Just click compare, and then we'll go to any other firm that you want to compare it against. So I mentioned Tradeify. Go to Tradeify, you can pick up to 5 at a time. Lightning funded for Tradeify, 50K, compare them side by side, boom. These are straight to funded, so we turn on the funded rules because there's no eval rules. Then we can compare them side by side, see which one we like better. 30% consistency rules better on Legends. Other than that, they're very similar. So let's say I like Legends, so I just click that link and boom, there I go. And buying through the site helps support it. That's my pitch. I think it's the best site out there. Comparing prop firms. Hope you like it. It's by far the quickest website. Thanks, Jasper. But like, if you have, I'm taking feedback from you guys to make it as good as it can be. So if someone wants like a firm on there that's not on there, I will work to add it. If you want like a feature that's not on there, I work to add it. I added light mode recently. In case you're a psycho. If you're a psycho and you like light mode, right here, click this button. Boom! You got light mode. You can blind yourself. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. Anyways, hope you check it out. Hope you like it. Oh, chat, I don't know about this. Honestly, you went crazy with prop from Gorilla. Thank you. That's the only, one of the rare times I want to be told that I went crazy, I put a shit ton of work into it. I'm just going to be honest with you. A lot of freaking time. So I really hope you think it's valuable like I do. Cohen says the only people that request light mode are those who are about to retire. Yeah. Dark mode is pretty edgy, man. The older folks don't like it. It's too edgy for them. Reminds them going to Hot Topic in 2005. Dude, Hot Topic, man, used to be such a different store. Speaking of which. It used to be very goth-centric, like dark. Every shirt was black when I was in high school. Now you go there and it's like video game shit and bright. Did you ask Eric about FFF? No, I didn't. And I don't call him Eric, I call him Grizz. I call him his God-given name, Grizz. Dios mío, Grizz. All right. I'm like trying to think if buys at VWAP even makes sense. I think, like I mentioned, we opened at VWAP. VWAP opened, yellow flag conditions for me, which means hold up, maybe size down, maybe limit the amount of trades you take. Don't get your ass chopped up. So just want to make sure I don't do that, right? Like if I ended today, if I ended my trading day today down 533, I'm not upset about it. That's 1/3 of what I made Friday. So from a, profit factor kind of, the red day versus green day kind of thing, that's within the realm of reasonability. JA, you're building your own automation triggers and understanding the different prop firm rules on your site has been invaluable the last several weeks. Thanks, JA. Glad you like it. It's code Gorilla or code Dan at almost every site. And that does support me, this stream. You know, we are small but mighty stream out in the trading world, so it is very much appreciated. It makes a big difference. You don't see me on the homepage anymore, Parshop, even though you're here every day? That's messed up, man. Jeez. Yeah, I see Alpine on my homepage too. I haven't really watched this stream in a long time. You like Alpine when I'm offline, you won't lie. I don't he doesn't I don't mind Alpine, but I don't get any I don't get a lot of like trading thoughts from him, I guess. Like he doesn't, like he said before, he's like not there to teach anyone how to trade or even his strategy. So that's why I'm like, I don't really know. I know he was a big like ORB guy, but past that, I don't really know how he likes to trade or anything. Like I like to talk through my analysis here on the stream. It helps me like verbalize and like mark what I want to see. So when it happens, I'm like ready to take action. And when I watch his stream, I'm like, what is he looking for? Like, I don't even know what he does. Dan, does the US sell 90s diners? Yeah, it just depends on your definition. Like Denny's, I don't think Denny's has evolved much. And they're still like the smaller ones. They're still like Waffle Houses, things like that. I love a good diner though. All right, we are right at 800-ish. If we can hold here, there's definitely a scalp long, but are we just gonna be in this like channel here? Do I buy a Friday 50% here? Is that what we're doing? Might be worth a shot. Whoops. All right. I'm just gonna see if we bounce here, play a little range. Do a little range trade here. I don't know if we sweep under here though. Give it 20 points. Threatening my stop here. Threatening. That's why you like me. It doesn't teach and confuse you? Okay. Sorry if I confuse you, Parshop. I always want to get better at range trading here, and this might be the opportunity to do it. Hey, back to my entry here. Jasper, don't be so saucy to David. We bought it like the same spot. And the trade's working out. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna let this see if we can get the move or not to the upper portion of the range. Project X entry. So this entry is 82. This entry 81.5. I mean, this one might be rounded. Can't see, it's all cut off. 82.25. Might be a moot point here. Might be coming back to stop me out. This might need more room, or it just might not. I don't know if buyers are gonna step in here. About to get me there. Okay, got me there. Out. So 931 there in the red on Tradeify. Jay, catch you later. Yeah, a little dicey here. I'm not opposed to re-entering here. With these, sometimes with these like range trades, it gets a little like sweepy, right? And the trade's still valid, and I just didn't want to miss. Sometimes it bounces away from the entry spot a little quick, and then I just chicken out of the trade. And I really would like to become a better range trader, so I will look to re-enter if if we can support this level. I'm watching ES here. It's these relative lows. All right. You're still in? Is your stop at under low of day then, Emporio? So down below, I mean, Asia lows isn't that Sunday open price? So 542. That's be a 200-point drop down to Asia lows. I'd rather see these lows hold and we just get a little bounce. I will play that bounce, assuming provides entry and looks good enough. I think to me that like the kind of a bounce here is more reasonable than like a breakdown or breakout. No, Asia opens at 2100 near. Oh, okay, gotcha. Give up this. Yeah, maybe we can get a nice sell-off here, I guess. I mean, see here. How long have you been making music for? Well, this kind of music, I started in like 2019 or so. 2020. I played in a band for several years and stuff in my early 20s. What's up, Andy? How you doing? A few stop outs here for me this morning. See if we crack these lows, I guess. When's the next album coming out? I'm not retired music-wise. No, I just this Prop from Gorilla project took a lot of time, and I still have to. I'm continually trying to improve it and add firms to it. So that right now is my focus. So music takes a seat on the back burner there. A short might be good. You're long ES Parsha. I mean, I'm a little torn. Like I said, a bounce back in the range makes a little bit more sense than the breakdown. So it may be good. Feels a little dicey. Like 15 minute looks a little heavy to me. Primary trading right now. This is fun in Futures Network, but I'm really trading Tradeify. So I'm using this to place orders and stuff. I'm using Trade Syncer to copy it over to Project X. So Tradeify is the main one I'm doing right now. I also have a static futures desk account that I started last night. Ola, your band just dropped a single? Post in Discord, man. General chat. If you want to. Dorothy just passed 20 Apex today. Nice, GG's. Good luck in the PA stage. Hope you get a nice juicy payout. Hope you get those 40 G's coming your way. All right. What are we doing here? Got all this liquidity here. At least sweep into that a little bit. We gonna get that jab low? We gonna push new lows on NQ here or what? Small tap into that liquidity there. Not a lot transacted there yet. All right, chat. I think I'm gonna do a giveaway. We haven't done one in a few days, and we got a good amount of people in here. That's cool. Thanks for hanging out. So, let's get the likes up there. Let's get to we're at 59 right now or something like that. Let's push the likes up. I mean, what can we do, chat? With all these people in here, we can easily crack 100. Let's get to 100 likes. We'll do a giveaway, and I got a lot of different firms, so we can vote on which one we want to do the giveaway for, or something like that. Make it fun. Carmine teaches good order flow stuff. You'd be surprised, Brian. There's a lot of people in here who haven't liked the stream yet. I don't know if it's like personal. I don't know if they are jealous of my tiger shirt, or I don't know what it is. But wait, we're just 13 likes away from the giveaway. And let me figure out what all we got cooking here as far as coupon codes and stuff like that. And then we'll see which one we'll give away. Thank you, David. All right, there we go. Let's see if we get that move lower now. I'm just going to put this on here. See if we do get that flush. So a little speculative here. Okay, so let's see what we got here. I have Apex, any size, eval. Got Funded Futures Network. They're the ones that give you the Edge Pro X license if you want it. I have one Lucid left. I have Futures Desk, which is awesome. I have Legends, and I have Tradeify Growth. Can I even do a poll with that many options? How much for the strip, mate? Well, do you want it washed or unwashed? Because if it's unwashed, I gotta charge double. That's just the rules. Excuse me. Well, I only have 4 options on this poll here. And honestly, I don't even like my trade. I don't even know. I could just wait for the break. I don't know why I'm trying to get a jump on it here. I don't really like what I'm doing. Let's try that. Let's try these 4. So check the poll and chat, and then obviously like the stream if you haven't yet, because we need 4 more people. I don't even know what I'm doing here. I'm kind of pissed at myself for doing that. almost just want to like reverse it, to be honest with you. But even that doesn't seem like a good idea. All right, check the poll and chat here. Again, 4 options. I did Futures Desk, FFN, Funded Futures Network, Legends, or Tradeify. Tradeify is 50K growth. Futures Desk is like, I think it's like a $200 credit maybe, which is pretty sweet. Got to compare these in Prop from Gorilla real quick. Smart man. Yeah, that was a bad trade. That was really stupid. I'm kind of pissed at myself for doing that. Minus 1800 there on Tradeify. Not good. It's really fucking dumb. And I'm kind of pissed that I did that. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, Funded Futures Network does have a buy one get one, no activation fee, and 50% off. So buying one with them is not a bad idea. If you want to try them out, they're solid. So let's see, like we could compare 50K Legends, Futures Desk, Tradeify, Funded Futures Network, load plans. Do let's do 50Ks. I think you can do the Express on Funded Futures Network if you want, so let's do that one. So here we are. Here's the breakdown. So 2,000 max drawdown across the board, essentially. Futures Desk, smaller max size. Profit target, 3K on Legends compared to 2K on Futures Desk and Funded Futures Network. Oh wait, I'm on funded rules. Hang on, sorry. Back to eval rules. 3,000 profit target, 3,500 on Futures Desk. So Futures Desk is a little bit higher of a profit target and has a daily loss limit. 1 day minimum on Tradeify. So Tradeify you can pass the quickest. Otherwise it's 4 and 8. No activation fee for Futures Desk, Tradeify. And there's an activation fee on Funded Futures Network and Legends. Let's go to Funded. You can kind of get the gist of it here. 1,500 minimum. So Tradeify is a pretty solid option, honestly. And it's okay. It's winning the poll right now. Yeah, I might go Tradeify, honestly. Personally, if I was in on this. Oh, there's that bounce. See, I feel like a fucking idiot. Good long there, Parshab, if you're still in. Okay, so I think you guys should pick Tradeify, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the poll there. We'll do a Tradeify account. Oh, you got stopped out twice. Yeah, you gotta give it more room on this. Like, you know, just put it under the lows and give it like a point, extra point. This is the freaking move. This is like, I was flip-flopping too much. I should not have done that. I'm kind of pissed at myself for being that. I mean, it was very speculative, I guess, and it wasn't necessary at all, and it was stupid. Anyways, I'll get over it. Let's do a giveaway. We have 100 likes, so thanks for hanging out. Thanks for liking the stream, and we'll keep this one pretty simple. We'll just do a simple giveaway. Thanks for hanging out with me here. I appreciate it. We'll do a 10-minute giveaway here. What's up, Mike? What's that green zone you got there? That's just something I drew pre-market. I was looking for an area where we might bounce at, Ended up being pretty spot on. And I just wish I would have profited off of it. Feel a little silly. It's not good trading. That's all right, though. We all have our moments, don't we? Okay, let's do this giveaway. Let's do this dang thing. Type exclamation point gorilla in chat to enter to win a 50K Tradeify growth account. You got 10 minutes to enter. I'm going to do another giveaway on Twitter. I'll probably run it for a few days here. So I'll tell you about that in a minute, but you'll want to follow Prop from Gorilla on Twitter there to find out about it. Or X or whatever you call it, I don't know. Oh, this is such a stupid trick. This was like, it's one of those hindsight things where like this is easily like I was trying to play this range and my brain wouldn't let me do it. Jasper, how dare you talk about chimpanzees? It's not prop from chimpanzee. It's not prop from chimp. It's prop from gorilla, baby. Jasper, you can get banned. Let's name that indicator on the right. It's order flow. It's just called order flow on Motive Wave. This one right here, like the histogram. Yep. I even said, a bounce is more likely than a breakdown. I didn't even, I tried to play the bounce once, it didn't work out. And man. Just very tradable, and I wasn't able to execute correctly. So it's a little disappointment, a little bit of disappointed in myself there. Let me show you something. Is it a silverback gorilla? We don't know yet. I mean, he's pretty blue, so. He doesn't know what kind of gorilla he wants to be. But he is the gorilla of the prop firm comparison world. That's as much as we know about him. Yeah, thanks Jasper. David, you're with me there, tried to buy 982, yeah. Sometimes it's like in the moment, I mean, most of the time in the moment, it's a lot harder than it is, when you look back at the chart in hindsight, you're like, yeah, okay, obviously do that, it seems very apparent. I do feel like I have to short here though if we reject this. Like I feel like this is like you gotta, just see how much juice is in this range. I don't know. This channel here. Right now doesn't look like a good idea. But let's see. Sweep it. It could just sweep it and get back under. Yeah, same Ola, same. Yeah. Ugh trading today for me. 47 tickets in, about halfway through. Yeah, Tradeify, very solid. No activation fee. You can pass in one day. I would check it out, and you might as well join the giveaway here. You might as well. Time to break out the old moon phase indicator and send it. Now you're talking. You know, I probably wouldn't have shorted if I was paying attention to my own indicator. I didn't even have it pulled up, but it was telling me bullish divergence, bullish divergence, bullish divergence, all down there at the lows. Wish I would have listened. Yeah, you hate when it stretches just a bit more, then goes your way. I know, that's why a lot of times I do like to wait and see if it does that, like, that extra push, you know, the sweep. And as long as you get the wick in the direction that you're looking for, then I like it a lot more, you know. I'm like, okay, I already did that sweep. Especially NASDAQ loves doing that shit. So I like looking for that. And so when it happens, I'm like, feel pretty good about it. Oh, man. This just could have easily been a $1,000 day, you know, green day. All right, we got 3 minutes left on the raffle here. Exclamation point Gorilla in chat. You have a really good shot of winning. There's only 49 entries right now. Enter exclamation point Gorilla in chat. You'll get a ticket. You can win a Tradeify 50K growth account. No big deal. It's not a big deal. I'll give you the code as soon as you confirm, and you can start trading it today if you want, or you can save it for a rainy day. So get your ass a ticket. You need an indicator to tell you to look at your indicators, right? Seriously though, it was like firing off. It fired off 3 on the 1 minute. Fired off 3 freaking indicators. All right, Senna. It's called depth of market. I apologize. Depth of market. Depth of market's the name of the indicator. That's right. I forgot. My bad. Depth of market. It's a tattoo. Oh, it's 2 skeletons holding each other. It's very sweet and kind of morbid. Just my style. You know, some larger orders sitting here. Hello from France. Hello, Clash. How you doing? What's new in France? ES getting close to its high of day. I'm getting close to giving away a Tradeify account. We got 5 seconds left. Get your ticket. Hello from Detroit. You guys coming soon, right? Yeah, man, we'll be right there. All right. That's it. Only 52 entries. Hey, you're still streaming? I'm almost always still streaming at 10:24 my time. Almost always. Oh, there's some cells hitting here. What do you say we should try one more to 982? Wait, a buy? I don't know, man. Here, I'll open the entries back up because a few people just joined and I'm just a freaking heck of a guy here. So, exclamation point Gorilla for Legsit, Lord Athena, Steve, Waz. Okay, make sure you get your ticket. Legsit, get your ticket. Lord Athena, get your ticket. Type it in again. Okay. I will now close it out. Got a bunch of people all of a sudden popping in. Okay, get your ticket. Get your ticket. Type in exclamation point Gorilla. I'm closing it in 10 seconds. Exclamation point Gorilla. I know it's not helpful if there's a 20-second delay on stream, but I gotta sneeze again. That was a fake out. No sneeze. Okay, entries are closed. Okay, here we go. 60 people in here now. This is for a Tradeify 50K. Here we go. The winner is Botan. Congratulations, Botan. You want a 50K with Tradeify? Botan, make sure you DM me on Discord, okay? And I'm gonna send you that code. And then stick around so you know, make sure I send it to the right person. So tell me when you message me on Discord. I gave it to Botan because he is so good at GeoGuessr. And I just think that's awesome. He's even better at Time Guesser. First time winning anything. Hey, let's put that as the tagline for the stream. First time winning anything. Happened to a lot of people here, honestly. Out of all the giveaways I've done, most people are like, hey, I never win anything, thanks. Guess what? Here you win shit. That's just facts. So Botan, DM me on Discord, I'll hook you up. Evan DMs me. Hi, it's me again. Give me an account, please. I mean, he said his name was Corkscrewer. Corkscrewer. I guess one before? He goes, I mean Botan. What a freaking scammer, dude. Evan, about to demod you, bro. David, you made the right decision. Did you? What? So you're saying buy? What were you saying? You wanted to go long at 58 or something? Excuse me. Message requests. Botan. All right, Botan. 50K growth. All right, Botan, I sent it to you, bud. GG's, thanks for playing. Okay, now I will do another giveaway. Maybe I'll do a bunch of accounts. I don't know. I'll do something, and it'll be on Twitter. And so follow Prop from Gorilla on Twitter. I'll put a link here. And I'll post, I'll be posting on Twitter probably today about the next giveaway, and that's what it'll be. It'll be there, so you'll have to retweet, etc. So make sure you're following Prop from Gorilla on X or Twitter. I don't care, whatever you call it. Cool. Low key, your name is Botan too, David. Are you Hungarian? Magyar? Well. What do we got going on the heat map here? Nothing too large. 120, 130, I think. 120, back and forth there. Wouldn't be surprised if ES does a little sweep of the highs here. Oh, Romanian? Okay, cool. Right on. Have you made any trades? Yeah, Chris, I think I took 3 and they're all big L's. They'll lose. They were just bad. They were bad trades. Like, there are trades I watch in hindsight. I'm like, what are you doing? If I watch the screen recording of this, I just want to go back and slap my face a little bit. Those are the kind of trades I took, and I was trying to be patient and just didn't get a good read on and then just kind of ignored my own analysis a little bit, which was just dumb. So minus 1800 on Tradeify. I might see if there's more opportunity off stream and see. First that wasn't bad. No, it was half size and it was reasonable. I think that was fine, and I felt good about sizing down on that one. And then I felt dumb. For your heat map on 150 today, like the filter. Yeah, I lost a little focus chicken. I think that's a good way to put it. I did. You're right about that. I wasn't as locked in as I should have been, for sure. Definitely agree with that. Yeah, I was around the giveaway. Yeah, I was setting up the giveaway, and I was just like, let me just pop into short here, and I'll just look for that smash through. But I was, it was just like, I said it was more likely to bounce here than it was to break down. Why was I? And I was telling myself, okay, I'll wait for the break. I'll wait for the break, and then just like, if it does break and we retest and that holds, I can short that. I don't need to front run it. I don't need a short support. That was silly. What do we follow on X? Apart from Gorilla, look at my my last comment on chat. I'll post it again here. Excuse me. All right, chat. I might head out for the day. But we'll be back after it tomorrow for another stream. Thank you all for joining me today, and I hope you had a better time trading this morning session than I did. That's all right. Get back on the saddle and get after it tomorrow for another day. And have a good rest of yours, and I will see you tomorrow later. Peace.